Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Jai Sitaram. Good evening. What
Good evening and welcome to Coast on a beautiful Tuesday evening from Guyana. It's, the leaves are rustling, the crickets are chirping, the stars are shimmering. And talking about stars, we have 4 stars that we'll be featuring on this evening's program. So I hope that you will be locked in because, as you know, the flyer was saying that we are going to be featuring G.K. Arnold Malahi out of Suriname, from Guyana, Prince Arjit Singh, from Trinidad and Tobago, Renuka Mahabir, and from Florida, the US of A, Nati Ramutar. So I hope you guys can share the live, invite friends, tag them, because we expect to have a very interesting program this evening. It's the leaves are rustling, the crickets are chirping, the stars are shimmering. Talking about stars. Okay, guys, so this evening the program comes to you with the kind compliments of Dinesh Altus at 41 Rob Street in Georgetown, Mahendra Hariraj of New York and Florida, and Roadlinks Auto Spears from Bath Settlement Experiment. I see my first guest is on there right now, G.K. Arnold Malahi. Did I get the right pronunciation, G.K.?
Yes, sure. Good evening from Suriname. Lots of love.
Welcome to Coast Entertainment Plus this afternoon. I understand it's like about a little after 8 o'clock in Suriname.
Yes, it's 8:35.
Well, I want to apologize to all the viewers and apologize to you too. We should have started at 7 o'clock Guyana time, but we had a few technical difficulties, which was mostly on my end. My technical person is not here, and if it wasn't for Roshan, I shipped right out of Abitune's radio, I would not have been able to get started here.
No problem.
The first thing is, what would be nice to know is, what is GK for?
GK is my name, and I'm very sorry because I have a sore throat, so I can't perform for a short time. That's why, let me say, my voice is a little bit irritated. But okay, I didn't want to cancel this beautiful conversation with you. So the name, okay. But the name GK is for Gautam Krishna Arnold Malahi. So I can't perform for a short time. That's why.
So just give me 1 second. I'm trying to get something turned down here, and I don't know why is it that my phone is still keeping it. So tell me something. Arnold. I'm trying to shut off my phone because I'm having a feedback. Let me just see if I can get that sorted out.
Yeah.
So just give me 1 second. I'm trying to get something turned up. I'm not being able to get this done. I don't know why is it, but I'll take off my sound here shortly. Just hold for me.
Yeah.
Gosh, I need the. I'm having a little technical issue because my technical person is not here this afternoon. So that is one of the reasons why I'm having an issue. But let me just take off the sound I'm muting the sound on my phone here now, so I can go to the program and we can have a chat. So just bear with me for 1 second, please.
Yeah, sure.
Great. So we are going to get cracking shortly. These things do happen, and I'm not very, very, very good at the technical aspects of the show. So let me just see if I can get it sorted. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you properly.
I don't know what's happening. I just took off the sound. I'll have to take this phone off because I just took the sound off and it's still happening. Okay, Arnold, let's start. I'm not going to be able to look at my phone right now.
Yeah.
I know you did the cover, Terry, who are the cover.
Yes.
But before we go into that, and I know you did indicate that you have a little hoarse voice, among other things,
Yes.
and so on.
Sure, sure.
Tell me a bit about Suriname, your country, because you do know we have a global audience. And though they know, people are, well, I'm interested to know about a culture, but tell me a bit about Suriname.
I mean, Suriname is a small country. Of course, Guyana is our neighbor, right beside Guyana, and you have a small population here. Let me say about 500,000 people, and our folks like Hindustan, uh, who came many years ago. When we look at the history, who came from India, like my great grandfather, he was from India, Madras, Calcutta, and he came here as a contractor to work here. So we kept our culture alive because that is the most important thing we had to do. And but my real name, most people ask me Malahi, and that is not my real name exactly because in the past, the plantation owners used to the Dutch give you a name because all the Indian names were so difficult to speak out. So they used to give you a name. So they gave my grandfather a name Malahi. So he accepted it, and that's why we all had, from generation to generation, we had to carry on that name. But that is not my real name. But yeah, my dad never went back to change that name. So he said, it doesn't matter. He liked that name. And Suriname is a multicultural society. We have all kinds of folks here. And the most important thing is that we respect each other culture. And it doesn't matter if it is, let me say, or it is Pagua or Diwali or let me say Easter or what. We all celebrate everything together, and that's the greatness. And we learn, let me say, at least 7 kinds of tongues at school, like Dutch, English, Spanish, and also Hindi and Japanese. So the government was busy to implement Chinese, that we should also learn Chinese and at school. So that was no problem for us because the new generation is going to learn Chinese at school. And um, that is the greatness about Suriname, that we can speak lots of tongues, and we do everything in Dutch and English. But beside that, we can also speak our mother language like Hindi or Sarnami Hindi, etc., etc.
So
And
you're basically a multicultural, multi-language country.
right,
I know when I visited a couple of times, there's a strong Japanese
yeah,
input down there as well.
sure,
How
sure.
strong is the Indian culture in Suriname?
It is the old generation. Uh, let me say they bring over the culture to the youngers, and it depends on how they support, how they bring everything over, the language, the culture, and if the youngers accept it, So that is also the biggest thing, uh, is respect that we give our great grandparents, that they learn us everything about our culture that our great grandfather brought from India. And of course, you cannot do everything. You have to adjust yourself uh, in a society with different kinds of folks, and we are doing our best as the new generation, and to keep our culture alive. And with music, and you will see lots of songs that we make is still in Hindi, and um, that is one of the things that
Would you, please educate me and the rest of our viewers and listeners. Was the Baita Ghana originated from Suriname?
yeah, um, Beta Ghana. I mean,
Can you draw a parallel with Baita Ghana and chutney that originated from Trinidad, that is now evolving throughout the world?
yeah, I mean, Chutney Ghana, yeah, but Chutney songs is different. But Beta Ghana, it was people say Beta Ghana means sit and sing with a harmonium, with a tantal, with a dhol, and
So guys like Ramdeo Chaitu, Ravi Udit Ram, and so on, they were the forerunners of Baita
yeah,
Ghana, basically.
right. You had Ramdev Chaitu, you had Chris Ram Khilawan,
Crystal and
uh,
Karawatis.
yeah, and Ram Prasad Ram Khilawan, and these guys, they started with Beta Ghana in Suriname, and lots of youngers, uh, the modern, let me say, the modern society, they were not so interested in Beta Ghana, but it is how you support that. We don't want to lose that, because that is just like our pride, and it has a whole history uh, about it, uh, what Beta Ghana means, and what we do. We don't sing Beta Ghana. We make the Beta Ghana like chutney songs, with with modern instruments in
So guys
Guyana.
like
Into
guys like Selector Beats and so on, they're
Yeah,
involved in that, right? Well, I know
right,
those
right,
guys, Selector Beats. Yeah, right.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
tell me something. How long you've been in the music industry in Suriname?
Uh, I've been it's almost 70 years. 70 years I've been part of the music world, and I started at the age of 23, and I my father was very restricted. He said you have to finish school first, and before you join the music world. So after when I was done with school, I got graduated. Then I started with a band in a band, and I've performed for lots of big bands here in Suriname. I also had 3 tournaments in Holland, in Spain, to perform. Um, we also had an agreement with to perform in New York, but because of the COVID pandemic that emerged, we couldn't do that. So now the COVID situation here is getting a little bit under control. So I'm looking forward also to go.
All right, I just want you to do a correction for me. Just want you to do a correction for me. Somebody is asking me 70 years or is 17 years?
No, 17.
One, 1 7, right?
Yeah, what's
17.
7?
Okay. C, C for Antintak.
Yeah,
Great. C for Antintak or C for Antintak. 17 years. Okay.
17,
Yeah,
not
great.
70.
Good. Because I'm just going to say, you see, you old person. Is it like, in Guyana and especially in the Guyanese diaspora, like Trinidad, like in the US and Canada and so on, they got these regular shows happening and so on. I remember in 1995, I was at the John Nestor Sports Hall for where I am, see the show down here. But you have that kind of show still continuing in Suriname, where there's fusion of the Indian cultural mixed with some of the, I don't know what's the right word to say, it's like Indian cultural mixed chutney, Baitagana, soca, Hindi, filmy, and things like that.
Let me say, um, yes, but let me say in 2019 was the last appearance
Yeah, because of
the
the COVID-19 and things like that, right?
yes, because of the COVID-19 situation, and they had called off everything. But um, mostly the organizers, the promoters, they bring artists from India, like Kumar Sanu, Abhijit, etc., Sonu Nigam, and shows like that. We have shows like that a lot, and also artists from Trinidad and artists from Holland. So uh, let me say, just like you said, soca chutney, it's a mixed combination. So we have those kinds of shows, yeah, of course.
Okay, and you would have, like you said, singers from Holland. They're Indian, basically from an Indian background.
Yes, also from Indian background.
Well, I don't know. I do remember that several shows from Guyana went to Suriname. Some of the guys from down here, musicians, singers, and so on, they went to Suriname a couple of times. So one of the things that has caused us to have a slack off is basically the COVID-19 pandemic, because they were always artists. Chris Ramkalawan was one of the regulars that came to Guyana for Clash with the Titans with Mahendra Ramkalawan and W. Arias, among others, and so on. So he was basically at that time a household name in Guyana, and he's an exceptional performer as well. But like I said, the COVID-19 pandemic has really caused us to stop all of these cultural presentations, these shows, and so on. Hopefully, if we do the right things, things seem to be getting better, and we can start to recreate those memories, those shows, bring back the kind of entertainment that is very much needed to enhance mental health and mental wellness throughout the world, basically. Now, you have before we go into that, and you've already spoken to me about Suriname, so you've sold Suriname. I have heard about places like Brokapondo and things like that. Where are they visited places like, recreational places, some of the recreation places in Suriname?
If you love the nature, you have to go. You can go at Brokopondo. They say Suriname West, at West Suriname.
And Waterkant and places like that.
Yeah, Waterkant is the heart of Paramaribo.
Yeah,
and that's in the center, and that's a beautiful place. And
I was there.
And also Torarica.
Yeah, I was there. I stayed at Torarica when I was there, so I know Waterkant, parallel to Young Bows Flat.
Right. And most of the nature park, Suriname has lots of nature park, and you will have to go to West Suriname. That is more in the region, if you like bush life. So, and the state, the center itself.
Well, during the 90s when I visited last, I think 2001, the road from West Paramaribo to Albina was very broken up, I understand, by rebels and fighting and things like that.
Right.
Is that road now possible to go to reach St. Lawrence?
It's stone. It's already stone. Yes, asphalt. It's nice.
Asphalt. So it's a good road to drive there now.
Yes, it's very clear.
Yeah, great. Now, let us talk about your cover song, Tere Hua. Let us see if we can go to that video first, and we'll come back and talk about it. Roshan, can we go to Tere Hua, the cover done by G.K. Arnold Malahi?
तेरे करीब आ रहा हूँ, उससे मैं दूर जा रहा हूँ। ये बेवजह तो नहीं है तू जो मिला, धीरे धीरे से तेरा हुआ, हौले हौले से तेरा हुआ, रफ्तार बेनिशा धीरे धीरे से तेरा हुआ हौले हौले से तेरा हुआ रफ्ता रफ्ता तेरा हुआ तेरे बिन मैं हूँ बेनिशा समझो जरा समझो इशारा तेरा हूँ मैं सारा का सारा जैसे मुझे तुमसे हुआ है ये प्यार ना होगा दोबारा दिल में तेरी जो जगह है उसकी कोई तो वजह है ये बेवजह तो नहीं है तू जो मिला धीरे धीरे से तेरा हुआ हौले हौले से तेरा हुआ रफ्ता रफ्ता तेरा हुआ तेरे बिन मैं हूँ बेनिशा धीरे धीरे से तेरा हुआ हौले हौले से तेरा हुआ रफ्ता रफ्ता तेरा हुआ तेरे बिन मैं हूँ बेनिशा
It's the most excellent song, GK. Just run me through, tell me about the lyrics. The video shot was where, the concept, the idea behind, what prompted you to do that song?
It's mostly a love song, and I like melodious song. I like sing on notes, and especially this song was a song of Atif Aslam. He's a legendary singer. So this was my idea. But when I make a song or sing a song, then I don't like to copy paste the exact song just like the way it was. But I try to bring or put my own identity in the song, that to give them another groove. And I like let me say I like American classic style, and that's why in my most songs you will see I use more American classic style accent and yodel voices. So I talked to my team. These guys were from the formation Heat, for who I was performing. So we checked on a day and make this video and recorded this song. And I also made this choreography and to shoot this video with the whole band. And let me say, it turned out well. People liked it. People gave me good compliments. So, and that was a good motivation for me to keep doing the good work and to keep the culture alive.
Great. Well, it's an excellent song, and I'm certain that many of the persons who have not yet, who only saw it now, can also go on YouTube and look at the song, and they will enjoy it, like I enjoyed it. We are pressed for time. I wanted to talk a little bit more for you, but I have few other artists to bring on because I'm stepping into DJ Sean's fantastic sound his time is supposed to be just after 8 p.m. Guyana, 7 p.m. Yes. So I'm going to ask him to just bear with me so I can bring on the other artists. GK Arnold Malahi from Suriname, I want to thank you for coming on the show this afternoon. I hope to invite you again for another session and maybe feature some other songs for you. I want to give you 2 minutes now to do a wrap up. Thank anybody you want to thank, and then I'll take in my other guests.
First of all, I'd like to thank you very much to host me in this program, and it was a beautiful conversation. And also, I'd like to thank all the listeners and all the people from Guyana and all over the world. Um, so I'm looking forward and keep supporting your culture and keep supporting all the Indian artists from all over the world. So we can come with some great and more music production for you. So I will keep you up to date with my new music projects, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And you can also send me a message or request if you are expecting a new song from me that I can perform. Then I will do it. Thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you very much, Arnold. I'm happy to have had you this evening. I want to wish you all the best in all your future endeavors and keep up your good work. Thank you. Good night. Have a pleasant Tuesday evening.
Yeah,
Let
good
me go
evening.
now to our next guest. I think I'm seeing Arjit, Prince Arjit Singh. So, Rosh, if you could just bring in Arjit on screen for me. Arjit, how are you hearing me?
Good night. I'm okay. How are you?
Good night, Arjit. Prince Arjit Singh, I need to give you your true title. I want to welcome you to Coast to Coast. We should have had you a long time back, but you know, there are so many technical difficulties and other things that come up and things like that. Quickly, I want to talk to you first. Many persons would have seen your songs on YouTube. Many have seen you at live performances. You've been vocal on your own Facebook page, among other things. How long, since when you started singing? And of course, for the viewers, our Prince Arjit Singh is Guyanese.
Well, I started my singing career at an early age, like 4 years. I started singing in mandirs. That's where my talent start from, singing in temple.
Okay, and you started singing in the temple. Um, you competed in competitions and things like that.
Yes, I participate in the Kala Utsal. That's the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha. I was the first place winner in 2019. And then I participate in the Chutney Monarch, and I was most promising artist, and I win fourth place and so on.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I have so much things that I'm doing at one time, Arjit. Now, yeah, no, you see, I normally would have a technical coordinator with me, and he's going to do all those things. Unfortunately, Nicholas is not here this evening, and if I'm not getting the support from Roshan all the way out in New York through Avitunes, this program will not be possible, I can tell you that, right? So I want to go on record for thanking Roshan Chipcharan. He just walked me through this thing. Rose is a boss. Thank you very much. I want to shout out Mahendra Hariraj, who is one of the sponsors of this program continuously. I'm not sure if Mahendra is in New York or is in Florida, but I want to thank him for his continued support. I want to shout out all those who are locked in on the program, Mahendra Pechu, Tanuja Ramdeen, Vidya Hardat, Nafiza Noor, Farzina Ibrahim. I want to encourage you to tag your friends and share the live so that others can enjoy what we're doing this afternoon. Arjit, I'm going to come to your singing career just now. Tell me something about yourself. Why you like? What kind of color clothes do you like wearing and things like that?
I love wearing white, and I love black
You
clothes.
love, you like wearing white, and what you love? What kind of clothes?
White and black is my favorite.
White and black is your favorite. Are you a jeans person? You wear jeans or you wear dress
Yeah,
pants? You're a jeans
I
person.
love jeans. I'm a jeans person.
All right, the very next question, and please don't be like me and tell me this one off the bat. Your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yes.
My favorite food is fried rice.
I thought you would tell me seven curry or something like this. Chinese fried rice, your favorite food? What was
But
the
we don't
food?
order like Chinese fried rice. It's gonna be like homemade fried rice also.
Homemade fried rice. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean some chicken because you're not vegetarian. You would fast during your religious days, right?
Yeah. Eat lots of fasting.
All right. Now I'll ask you a question that you will have many answers for. Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Movie.
Oh, I love Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum. Now, did the Indian movies inspire you in any way to become an entertainer?
Oh yes, because I normally follow up singers and so on. And like watching the movies, you get beautiful songs and so on. So that's inspired me. Like singing. Like when you watch a movie, you're gonna get a song, and I'm gonna listen to the song, and I'm gonna learn the song and go and perform it at a show or cultural show or something. So that inspired me.
So you would say that the Indian movies had a great influence in your career so
Yeah.
far.
It
You
is
remember going to cinemas and so on?
cinema.
Yeah, you went to cinemas and so on.
Yeah,
There was a
well,
cinema Triumph in the area you live in named Tivoli. Did you ever went to that cinema?
no, I never went to that. I went to like the Giffland Mall and the movie tongue and so
Well,
on.
that's only recently, man. There's a
Those
small
are
about you
the-
went to cinema and
I,
things like
I
that.
don't know about the old time of thing. Maybe my parents them does.
All right. So let me ask you now, other than your singing career, your mandir work, your love for nature and things like that, what kind of games you would like to play and participate in and things like that?
Oh, I love playing cricket and so on. Participate. By growing up, we always play like cricket, we play football, you know. There's a
You live
lot
on
of
the East Coast. You live on the East Coast community, right? Belhope, Monrepo,
Monrepos.
Monrepo. So you know you would frequent the market down there and things like that.
Yeah, I'm not far from the market.
Do you cook?
Yeah, I know to cook.
Okay, because Roshan Shivcharan is a master chef, so he would be interested to know if you cook and things like that. So what would be one of the dishes that you would prefer cooking or you would cook?
Oh well, I love cooking like some nice curry, like some nice chunk curry with potatoes and rice.
You're talking about gilbaka, kuras,
Yeah,
Wiggle.
any kind curry I can cook, like hasa and so on.
Oh, you could cook. Well, I'll give you a little secret, right? I have a curry tree in my garden. You need to use some curry leaves. You'd have a fantastic and awesome flavor if you use the curry leaf. It's the same leaf that is in the Lala's curry powder tin, but I have the curry tree. So
Oh,
if you the very next time you're cooking a curry, if it's chicken curry, fish curry, I know Roshan coming again, hopefully soon, and you're gonna ask me for curry leaf, right? So Arjit, I want to feature your song that you had entered in was it the 2019 chutney competition?
2020.
2020. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was one of the first persons to feature that song when I did the interview with you. And I featured that song for the very first time. And then you were with me on Coast to Coast Television with all the other artists and things like that. That song is Sangeet Baji.
Sangeet Baji.
Baji. Now, we're going to go to the video shortly, but walk me through Sangeet Baji.
Let the music play.
Sangeet Baji, what does it mean?
Let the music play.
Let the music play. All right. So we'll go to that song now. When we come back, you will tell me the concept, the idea, the videography, where it was done, who were your models, who was the music arranger, and all those things. Roch, can we go to Sangeet Baji by Rick? Folks, do enjoy this one. This is a fantastic song.
संगीत बाजे संगीत लाओ संगीत बाजे संगीत लाओ ढोलक बजाओ रे डंटा बजाओ ढोलक बजाओ रे डंटा बजाओ हारमोनियम बुलबुल और मजीरा बजाए This is Guyana with different culture. This is Guyana with different culture. Land of six races, we living together. Chopping is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आएंगे. Chopping is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आएंगे. आई हो. We have Amerindian, we have Amerindian and Portuguese, Indian and African, we all singing chutney. We have calypso, we have soca, we have merengue to mix up the flavor. Chutney is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आए हैं. ढोलक बजाओ और डंटा बजाओ ढोलक बजाओ और डंटा बजाओ हारमोनियम बुलबुल और मजीरा बजाए Chopping is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आए हैं. आई हो our foreparents, our foreparents came to Guyana. They bring their culture and living together. No racial conflict, we all live in unity. We all come together and celebrate the chutney. Chutney is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आए हैं. ढोलक बजाओ और डंटा बजाओ ढोलक बजाओ और डंटा बजाओ हारमोनियम बुलबुल और मजीरा बजाए Chopping is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आए हैं. This is Guyana with different culture. This is Guyana with different culture. Land of six races, we living together. Chopping is our culture in beautiful Guyana. Come celebrate together, सब लोग आए हैं. आई हो.
Okay. That I really love that song. In fact, when I first featured that song when it was first released, I did tell you it is an awesome song. I'm now in a position to determine what the judges saw when they did not choose you to win. That is neither here nor there, and I know that has never deterred you from continuing performing. But I really wanted to feature the song this evening because I knew a lot of people must have. Well, I'm hoping that they did not, but lots of people must have forgotten that song. The concept, where did you get that idea from? I know you were trying to, you continue to try to spread the unity and the diverse cultures and things like that. That is what you talked about in the song. But where did you get the concept from?
Well, after participating in the competition, I sit tonight and then I was thinking about what topics should I choose to go and take part in this monarch. So then I choose like chutney is our culture. And through music that we can make peace and harmony and we can live with love. So I want to involve everybody in my music. And the writer for this song is Harish Singh. I think you know Harish.
Yeah, Harish, five-time Chutney King of Guyana, personal friend.
Yeah, so Harish is the writer for this song, but we all sit together and we share our ideas. Then we talk about our food parents, how they came to Guyana. We have the Amerindian and everything. The song said everything.
I'll come back to that. I just want to thank DJ Sean Fantastic Sounds, who has given me his time tonight just because he thinks that it's important that I continue talking to all the guests. And I really want to thank Roshan Chitran and DJ Sean Fantastic Sounds. DJ Sean has given up his time for me tonight because I was going to speed it through, but we started late, and that was because of my fault, really. Now, who was your music arranger? Shakti Strings?
No, this song was recorded in Trinidad, Professor Bounty Target.
Bounty Target. Bounty Target. Now I'll come to ask you, who are the dancers who are so exceptional?
The girl that danced was Sandra. Sandra Lal. She does dance.
Sandra, is it Sandra? Not Sandra, Sandra.
Sandra, yes. Sandra.
Sandra, I know Sandra, right? Yeah, great, great. And this was filmed somewhere in the highway, on the Linden Highway?
In Linden at the Blue Water Lake.
At the Blue Water Lake.
I also have another version of this song video, more traditional. It's more cultural, like with Indians and so on, Indian outfits and so on. So this song have two videos.
Okay, you see, I just want to read this comment from DJ Sean. He's telling me don't mention. He's given up his time. He's telling me continue a great job on your program, bro. Thank you very much, DJ Sean. Thank you, the Abitunes family. Thank you, all those persons who are locked in, and invite you to share the Go Live so that others could come in, listen to the stories of these entertainers, motivate them by showing some love, and listen and look at their videos. Now, I want to ask you something that is, you've been in competitions, you won competitions. I want to ask you an honest opinion, and you will tell me this without fear or favor. What are your views of the chutney industry in Guyana?
Well, very good. That I am amazed that our chutney artists had stepped their game up, and that everybody just doing their music. They just make beautiful videos and put out there our songs playing on the radio, playing all over. And that's so amazing.
Do you think that the last chutney monarch competition stepped up the game for Guyanese and put us a great deal more in terms of, are we on par now? Or even better with some, like say Trinidad and things like that?
Yeah, it was really good. The Guyana Chutney Monarch was really good. I was there and I was like telling myself, you know what? I got to participate next year back.
Yeah, even if you don't win or not, just the
By being there, everyone was like, Arjit, are you participating in the Monarch? And I was like, no, I'm not participating this year, but I'm supporting all the artists, all my brothers and sisters that will be participating, because in the music industry, that's how we live.
Well,
so
go ahead.
So I'll be participating next year, but it was really amazing. Like when I see everybody just go up on the stage and they just put out their best performance, it was really awesome. Then Shakti Strings was a powerful band. It was really, really nice.
Yeah, you see, one of the things that I really like what is happening, especially in the chutney industry in Guyana, and even in the other genres of music, is that I'm seeing now that there's a greater level of brotherhood, camaraderie between competitors, and they embrace each other for their unique styles. And it is for this reason that I'm thinking that once you're there, you're a winner. Everybody is not the first place winner. There's a matter of the performance and how the judges see it at that particular night, that event. But what is good, and which is what I'm seeing, is the harmony induced into the culture by artists in Guyana. Obviously, it's a human thing to feel bad if you don't win and you think that you perform well. It's human. But one could not take that away from anybody. But what I did not notice, not at least publicly, was no artist criticized who are the winners or whatever. They accepted the decisions, they moved on, and they congratulated each other. And that, to my mind, spells good for the future of the culture and for chutney industry, basically in Guyana. Arjit, I do know that you have been involved a lot. You've done lots of videos. You're doing your own thing on Facebook and things like that. What are your future plans in the music industry?
I love music, so I think for my future plan, I'll be studying more with music.
Great. So you're expecting to really get to the pinnacle.
Yes, I want to get more in classical singing and study classical music. That's my kind of thing. I really like singing classical music and Bollywood music more than chutney.
All right. So you're into more Bollywood and classical.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, I know you've got lots of people, lots of fans. I want to give you another 2 minutes to thank people that you want to thank, among other things, and shout out to anybody, big up your fans and things like that.
Okay, I would like to thank you for having me on this program. I would like to thank everybody that locked on. I'd like to thank everybody that support my music and support me. Also, I'd like to big thanks to New Wave Presentation. New Wave Presentation, it's the presentation that support my music, chutney songs, and support if I wanted to do like any other songs and so on, I can always call in my presentation to support me. So I would like to thank everybody that locked on. Thank you so much to support me.
I'll give you one.
Thank you so much to have me on this.
I'll ask you one other question. What do you want to tell to the upcoming entertainers that are coming into the industry? What kind of advice do you want to give them?
I will want to tell the young artists in the upcoming, always be humble, be nice to everyone. Not because you make a song and you get fame or whatever. Never make that, make Abhiman. Abhiman is you call false pride. Don't ever make that get to you. Always stay humble and kind and you will always go up.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Arjit, Prince Arjit Singh, for accepting the invite and talk to us, share some of your background, some of your aims, your aspirations, and most of all, a very wonderful orchestrated presentation, Sangeet Bhaji. I love that song. I love the video. I like how you harmonized it and how you presented the cultures. I want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I hope that I can invite you again another time when we'll feature some more of your videos. Until then, I have some words for you. And it says, the heights of great men reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight. But they, while their companions slept, toiled upwards through the night. That is what you've been doing. So I want to wish you all the best, Arjit. Take care. Have a blessed Tuesday evening. Thanks for coming in.
You too.
Good. I'm going to ask, I want to shout out Narvin Singh, who is locked in. And he's going to be coming up on some fantastic music program shortly somewhere in New York. Narvin, big yourself up. I'm going to ask Roshan if he can bring on now our next guest. I think she's in the chat room. Rosh, please do that. Meanwhile, I just want to remind you that Coast to Coast this evening comes here the compliments of Dinesh Auto Spares at 41 Rub Street for all your auto body parts, for any makes of vehicles. Also the compliments of Mahendra Hariraj of New York and Florida, and Road Links Auto Spares for Palatine batteries, lubricants, and auto accessories. Roshan, if Renuka is on in the live now, we can bring her on. Am I hearing you? Renuka, are you seeing us? Renuka, are you there? All right, we seem to be having a little difficulty getting Renuka on here. I told her to come in now, but she's not there yet. So let me give her a few minutes, and if she's not there, we'll have to move on. I was expecting to have Renuka Mahabir on the show, and I don't know what's keeping her back from not being on the show this evening. In the meantime, let me just do some shout outs. Bhupal Jagur is locked in all the way from East Kanji. You also see Rani Lal is locked in, Naimun Ahmad. They are locked in the show. Please share to go live, guys. We're trying to get Renuka to come in on the chat shortly. So let me see if I can get onto her. Okay, what we'll do is we'll play Renuka's song Na Mani La, and then we'll try to get her. Roche, go ahead with that video.
Namane, namane, nama. Namane, namane, nama.
All right, I think we're having a little difficulty there. We're trying to get Renuka to come in on the program. I want to encourage you to share the go live. The video is not playing. We seem to be having an issue with the video. I don't know if she's going to make contact with Roshan. I hope that she can do so. Can we, Rosh? I love that song, Sangeet Baje. Can we go back to that song then until we try to sort that out? I want to shout out to Alan Gopi, who is locked in as well. So thank you guys. Please share the go live. Ask Rosh if you can just do back Sangeet Baje until we can see what can happen with Renuka's video. All right, I tell you what we'll do. We'll bring in Nati Ramatar now because I'm having a difficulty. Nati, are you hearing us properly? Nati Ramatar. Nati, can you hear us? Well, I can't hear you. Are you hearing me? I don't know. Rosh, can you just check the audio there? I'm not hearing him. He's hearing me.
Can you hear me now?
Great, perfect. Man, you know the thing, you're doing the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, who is locked into the show right now, I want to welcome you to Mr. Nati Ramatar. First off, Nati, welcome to Coast to Coast Entertainment Plus. I know you had a very hectic day and you took time off to join us. Your nationality, because I'm not sure.
Well, I am born Trinidadian.
Because let me tell you what I did. I put you down as a New Yorker, no, as an American from Florida. All right,
Well,
so you're born Trinidad.
Trinidadian, but I'm an American now, you know?
Okay, so you're located in Florida, right?
Yes, Orlando to be exact.
Where is that?
Orlando.
Orlando. What's the weather like there now?
It's been a little bit gloomy for a few days, but you know, nice and cool.
It's cool. You mean like
Yeah.
cool, not like when we had snow, like nice.
No.
Summer weather
It's
kind of cool. Right?
Yeah, 50, 60, degrees.
Okay. Now, Nati, share some, if you wish, share some personal details about yourself with our viewers and myself and things like that.
Well, I would like you to ask. So whatever
All
you
right.
want.
All
you
right,
know,
I'm gonna ask you now. You know the first thing that I don't know. I do is many of the people that would tag me out would ask me afterwards, "Is that handsome, good-looking youngster? Are you married?
Yes, sir, married.
And you got kids and so on?
Yes, I got 3 girls.
You got 3 girls. Wow. Well, I gotta tell you no. I wanna echo something that Rochelle would have told you. You gotta be prepared to be more than protective, right?
Oh, yeah.
Girls,
We in Florida, you know.
with 3 girls, you gotta arm up, right? You know what I mean? It's not,
That's me. They call me the redneck Trini. So
okay. What Becky Doll, James Passat, thank you for locking in. Please share the go live now. Or as somebody used to say, one time share the go live. DJ Sean, this guy is not very far from you, right? You're not far from me, Sean.
no. Sean is not too far. And
Well, I want to tell you something, and I've got to say this again. Sean gave up his time just because he wanted to talk to you and Renuka and the rest of the guests that I had. Very grateful to DJ Sean. The Tunes family, the Altunes family is real family, bro. Now,
Yeah.
how old are the children, the kids, the girls?
My youngest is going to be 16, and I have a 19, and one will be 20 soon.
Good. Well, you know they're now judging your age, right?
Yeah.
Because I say, if this guy got 20-year-old daughter soon, I wonder if
Yeah.
whatever. But don't tell me the age. That's not important. No, you.
For how people say I look good, I look young. I try to keep myself good, but I will be 43, and people don't
Great,
believe
good.
it.
So what you do? What you do to look as young as you?
I've just only recently started eating good, but I always blame my good looks and my genes on my grandmother. She was half Chinese, Venezuelan, so she came out really. Her children.
It's a small world because I'll tell you something. I have a percentage of Chinese in me because my mom had some Chinese in her as well. Right?
Yeah.
So you grew up in Trinidad.
Yes.
Your formative years in Trinidad. What would have influenced well, of course, Trinidad has a very strong Indian culture because they are like Guyana and Suriname and a couple of the other Caribbean islands, recipients of the indentureship for our foreparents came across the Kalapani, came to Ghana as indentured laborers and things like that. So I do know that Trinidad has a rich Indian culture, among other things. But what influenced your singing career?
Well, my first wasn't really singing. I did song system with an uncle of mine. And he used to sing a lot. But my parents, my grandfather, my uncles, my aunts, they had like the first set of bands in Trinidad. So Naya Fasana band, that was one band that they were that was in Trinidad in the 80s, 70s, 80s. And my mom sings. My mom is Angela Ramota. My uncle is David Ramota. So Joey, Sassy. So it's a whole family thing.
So you come from a musical background.
Yes.
And Alan Gopi, We Think Radio, has just reminded me that Nati, you were a former band member of GMC Trevini.
Yes.
Well,
My earlier years.
That was an exciting band. Who was the leader of GMC Trevini again?
Varendra Prasad at those days was the leader.
Yeah, I think I met him in Guyana a number of years ago.
Yeah.
Great. So you come from a musical background.
Yes.
All right, let me move away from your musical background and I ask you, you come from Trinidad, you got to like things like doubles and champagne and things. What's your favorite food?
I don't have a favorite food because beside that, I can make doubles, I can make Chinese style, I can make Guyana fried rice, I could cook. So I was
wait. Hold on. Let me see if I get this right. You're like, my friend Roshan Shiftaran is a gourmet cook. This man that just make different things. No. Are you going to be coming to Guyana anytime soon? Because I want to learn a lot from you guys,
I would love to. I like my brother Satish just say, my neighbor sing juke in Guyana. So
your neighbor sing juke in Guyana.
Yeah, I love Guyana. I love the people. I love the food. I love cook up. Cook up must have sardine in it, or else I'm not eating it. I love water cook up. So
water. That's my favorite. I just wanna shout out DJ Dre Songs who's locked in. Thank you, DJ Dre Songs, for locking in. It's a pleasure to have all of these people who are involved in the music fraternity looking at us. We will look at programs and things like that. And I was just telling Arjit Singh that how I love how we're evolving into togetherness in the music industry, among other things. This is why sometimes I can't not look at Alan, Roshan, and Riaz on Wednesday night at Raw because this fusion is dynamic, so fantastic. And I'll tell you, I didn't tell anybody, this program is basically a spill-off from Raw, where I wanted to give entertainers a platform and things like that and so on. But we're coming back to Nati Ramachar because I wanted Nati Ramachar, the one the world globally to understand and know who is Nati Ramachar. Trinidad had cinemas during the days that you were living there. Were you a cinema goer?
Yes, I love karate. So I used to go and see a lot of the Jet Li
Wang Yu and Chen Sing and things like that and so on. What about this Wang Yu, Chen Sing, Bolo Leong, and
Yeah.
Jason pipe you and things like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
Van
but
Damme, that,
yeah,
so,
Van Damme, yeah, Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and so on. But what
mhm.
about Indian movies during your time?
During my time, I didn't really take in Indian movies. And I'm not one to like Indian movies, and there's a reason for that. I cry too much. I, for some,
So, so
for some reason,
you're overtly emotional.
yes. So
Well,
I cut that out.
so I hope that when you listen to the songs, you don't cry.
No, some like Sanse, yes, I did cry because at that time, it was touching. It was so much things going on, playing with my emotions. So yes, I do cry. When I think about my grandfather who taught me, to sing, and his songs that he sang, sometimes I sing it and I get teary-eyed, So
Well,
yeah,
one of the things I do in, I don't know if you know, but I want to show off a little so the viewers can know. I am very actively involved in mental health, anti-suicide, domestic violence workshops across Guyana and things like that. And many times when we talk about domestic violence, people seem to get the impression that men are not violated as well. And one of the things that causes a resentment from men is because they think that they were brought up to be this macho persons and they shouldn't cry. And we're trying to change that mindset. Men do have equal emotions as women, and they must be encouraged. When we used to go to school, longer when we were small and you fall and you hit your knees and things like that, you cry. They say it's a girl, it's a sissy and things like that. And that pent up emotion is what sometimes causes mental imbalance, loss of self-esteem, loss and things like that. So it is good, and I'm happy that you came out public to say that you cry, because it's a humane emotion.
Now, men also get weaker, and we do things like suicide because I say we're weak. I would say a suicide survivor. I speak about suicide highly. I get emotional. I get into my zone, and I know how to deal with suicide for myself. So I speak to a lot of people. Anand. We do a lot of work with Anand as well. I haven't been in touch with Anand because I have been busy, really, really busy. So I do some of that, and I do speak to people. I do try to touch base with people to speak to them, hear their side of the story, then tell them mine, and let them know they're not alone. You're not alone.
Well, it's called in suicidology, it's called empathic communications. When you discuss with people, you listen to their stories, you do not judge them, you encourage them to talk, you open up to them and things like that. So we call it empathic communications basically in suicidology. Now, I want to come to your musical career. How long you've been? You said you started early, but have you been in live shows in Florida, in the US, in Trinidad?
Oh, yes. If we go way back, my musical career started when I was about 13 years old. So I'm in music for over 25 years. And people say, no, that's not true. But professionally, I would say over 20 years professionally, I've been doing music. Singing with all the big stars, especially JMC Triveni. That opened up a lot of avenues for me where I get to travel with this big band. I was the youngest artist performing. So my career spans a long way, and I love it. I love where it was.
I want to feature now. I want to ask Roche now to take us to Sansi, and then we'll come back and talk about a bit about it. Roche, take it away, please. Roche is the maestro, he got to do this thing,
This is just a little love story for you and me and he and she. This is just a little love story. Come let me sing, you will see. मेरी तकदीर का आईना तुझसे ही है मेरी हम.
I wonder why we got cut off. All right. They probably would come back there just now. Roche would come back there. Tell me about the song.
Well, this song is a beautiful, beautiful song on its own. It's an adapted song, and I took it and did my little twist with it. The song is dedicated to my brother, everybody's brother, but my personal brother, Anil Sugrim, and also to my daughter, my baby. You know, at the time, the song speaks about love, death, everything, you know, that you go through in life, and everything that you feel, and the hurt, the pain of losing someone. So it was brought to me by one of my good friend, and I just took it from there. This song means a lot to me. It's my first actual video. I've sang and people put up video, but it's the first video. And I'm happy to see where it's going. You know, I mean, it's not a vast audience that it has been hitting, but the ones that count, that's where, you know.
Well, Roche is actually trying to reload the song. It's still a problem we are having when I'm in Guyana and Roche is in New York, and the artists, you guys are all across the country, and then there are elements of pockets of disturbances because of internet and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to just stream just like that. And the thing is, the program is live. If you had recorded the program, that's a different issue. It would just have a easy flow. So I hope that our viewers and listeners would be able to appreciate and understand that, because always there are some technical difficulties, but Roshan is a genius. He irons out that. So as soon as he's going to get that song, he's reloading it and he's going to feature it back again. But I want to talk to you a bit about you already talked about the idea and the emotions behind the song and things like that. The videography was done where, in Trinidad or in the US?
It was done in the US. It was done right here in Florida.
Let me ask you something for educative purposes. How much would it normally, an average ballpark figure of cost of producing a video like that? I know what it costs in Ghana. I just want to know what it is like out in Florida and things like that.
Well, I was very, very fortunate that I had GT Vibes on my side to help me out with that. And good friends and a management team. So I do not know a ballpark figure, but I know somewhere in $1,000 to $2,000 people normally charge. Now, this is, I would say, the lowest of low budget production, because at the time, you know, money is a factor and everything, you know. Yeah. So we didn't factor anything about money. It's just trying to get the shots, get the people who did the shots. It was more family and friends that did it together. So on my behalf, I cannot tell you what somebody else would charge.
But let me ask you something for edification again. Artists or their management, their team would pay for production because you got to produce, you got to get models, you got to get videographers and editing and things like that. How, other than for the love of what you do, because you're expending money, how would you get any financial returns?
Well, now we have YouTube, so again, revenues from that could
from views on YouTube,
right? But now that depends on what you have monetized, right? That's one. Now, two, it's the shows that you get, the bookings that you do. Now, I always say, we as artists are a product. Now, me, I've been doing this for the love. I've been getting gigs, I've been surviving on it, but I would say Guyana and Trinidad, do it more as a business. So if you're doing this as a business, and which I started to do off recent, you need to be the product. Yourself is a product. It's like Pepsi or any other product. You have to advertise it, you have to push it, you have to do this stuff so that you can get more work. Now, the only way to do that is putting out songs and putting out music. But when you charge, some promoters does not want to pay the price. And as little do a lot of people know what comes with that price. You know, you see an individual and you say, oh, I'm going to get Nati Ramota, but you don't know my value. You don't know what I have to spend, my clothes. How did I get to this, you know, in life, in my musical career, building and expanding up to that. So when people say, oh, I could go see him for next to nothing, oh, he's not worth that. And then a lot of people here, rather you get something free than pay $20 to go see an artist. And artists, they sacrifice a lot. to make themselves
So
something.
I'm happy that you're bringing this to the forefront because there are many persons, promoters inclusive, and patrons who do not seem to understand not only the sacrifices, the investments, because
Yeah,
what you guys are doing is marketing a product by paying out of your pocket to produce your
exactly.
videos, put it on YouTube, get airplay, and with the hope that that marketing tool will be able to enhance your ability to get bookings so you can perform. And there is when perhaps you make a couple of dollars to pay back for your production work. Because
Right.
really and truly, one can't say because I love doing this, I'm going to do it and keep spending money to entertain people.
Yeah.
So it comes down to money. It's an industry.
Mhm.
There are managers and promoters and musicians and people to be paid. And many times, I think I heard Roshan, Riaz, and Alan talk about this. People don't want to pay $20 for the entrance, but going to spend $500 in drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So what they're doing is enriching the bar, enriching the alcohol companies and others, but then looking at the people who brought them into the show and for what reason they came. And this is why it's important. And I hope this message gets across to the patrons, primarily to the promoters, that you have to value people's talent and you have to pay for that talent.
Yeah.
If you don't respect their talent, they respect their talent. Artists, but yeah, we have few artists that would call a price and would not look at how affordable that price is. We do understand the economic straits that the world is facing right now. But I keep saying that the entertainment industry is very vital for the sanity, for the mental well-being.
Yes. Yes.
You see, the thing is, the mind is conditioned to what is called accustomancy. And when you get locked out from that accustomancy, it's like a pleasure. If you like X and you're not getting the opportunity to enjoy X, it causes a mental issue, it frustrates you. So that X is if you love going to shows, going out to these shows and things like that, and because of COVID restrictions and all, you're not getting that. It's affecting the world. And you know, only recently we came up with some stats that showing now the higher level of mental illnesses that are prevailing in the world. The suicide rates have not gone up as much, and I dare say, I hope it never gets up. But a lot of people are suffering from mental disorders because they're not getting what they're accustomed to get, and they're not being able to improve that. And that is why I keep saying that the entertainment industry is very pivotal for the economic well-being globally. And it comes now to our local entertainment industry, among other things.
Yes.
So I don't know if Roach getting the song up back. Let me see if I can get on to him. Okay, let's see if we can try again to go to Sansi. Roach, take it away.
This is just a little love story for you and me and he and she. This is just a little love story. Come let me sing, you will see. मेरी तकदीर का आईना तुझसे ही है मेरी हमसफर. रब से है ये गुजारिश मेरी, तुझको लग जाए मेरी उम्र. जब तक सांसें चलेगी तुझको चाहूंगा यार. मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार. मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार. जब तक सांसें चलेगी तुझको चाहूंगा यार. मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार. मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार. I love you baby, I जब तक सांसें चलेगी तुझको चाहूंगा यार मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार जब तक सांसें चलेगी तुझको चाहूंगा यार मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार मर भी गया तो भी तुझे करूंगा मैं प्यार I love you baby if you leave this love will hurt me I love you baby don't let it hurt anymore I love you baby and if you leave this love will hurt me I love you baby don't let it hurt anymore it drives me crazy if you're not here I'll be lonely it drives me crazy don't let it hurt anymore I love you baby and if you leave this love will hurt me I love you baby don't let it hurt anymore
All right, let's come back now. Let's come back now. Thank you. Hey, that is an awesome, picturesque video. I love it. When I released it for the first time in radio in Guyana, we had some rave reviews. Lots of people loved it. I do know that lots of people are continuing loving it. And you know, I have to speed you up now here. So I want to thank you, but I want to give you 3 minutes to talk to me about your music arranger. Yeah, I know you said it was videoed in beautiful Florida, among other things, and to do your thank yous. Because I got this lady that's waiting for the longest while. She's waiting there, so I want to bring her on. So go ahead. 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you to everyone who's locked on. Mostly and foremostly, you know, God, I don't care what religion you are, God, and you know, you gotta put God first, and then everything else will follow. So thank you to him, man above. Thank you, Uncle Nazim. Thank you, Coast to Coast Entertainment. Thank you to my wife, my family, my kids, my producers, which is Mahatu, Rishi Mahatu, Maha Production. He did the production on this. I'll shout out also my good friend Ravi Mohan and Joey Ramota. A lot of music coming out, a lot of things coming out from Nati Ramota. So look forward to it.
There are 2 names I didn't hear you call. You got to big up Alan Gopi. We think radio, bro.
I ain't reached my team yet, man. You're rushing me. So Radio GD Vibes, but my brother for life, and I would say that my brother for life. He's not only my manager, he's my brother for life. I have a key for his house. So large up my brother Alan Gopi, our sister Amelia, the Christina Barrett, my brother also, Varun, GT Vibes, and Mr. R2. Thank you guys so much for believing in me and everyone, my fans, my friends, everyone. Thank you, Uncle Nazim. It's a pleasure. I love the questions. I love what we talk about, and I hope to do it soon. Thank you, Roshan. I know you're in the background. Thank you.
Okay, I want to thank you, Nati, for coming on the show. I really enjoyed our chat. I will go in my time and things like that. I want to wish you all the best. But before you go, I just want to shout out Angel Rita. She's locked in all the way from Mauritius. And she's always coming on our program. So thank you, Nati. I hope I can get you another time. Wish you all the best. Hope you have some other videos. And I do know that you have a show coming up. So I want to wish you all the best in that show. Have a good evening. Blessings.
Have a good evening.
Great. So we're going to go to the last but not least. You know, today I was not chivalrous. I did not bring the lady on first. And one of the main reasons why I did not bring the lady on first is because I wanted a lot of people to wait to see her. And look me, I can start with straight. I didn't accent just now. Renuka Mahabir, welcome to Coast Coast Entertainment Plus.
Coast to Coast, good evening. Oh my gosh, it's such a pleasure to be here. Good evening to you, Mr. Hussein, to Roshan, to everyone locked on.
Great. Now, let us start off. People, I don't have to ask you, but people knew you are Trinidadian.
Yes.
Born and bred.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, there are a couple of things I want to start asking you first, but before we do that, you've been in the singing in the music industry. But you know, sometimes people do not know what this artist does other than music. there are some artists whose profession is the music. That's their everything. But you're doing something else. Tell me about what you're doing as a 9-to-5 job or whatever.
Oh yes. Well, Mr. Hussein, I spend a lot of time in the
And you
kitchen.
can call me Nazim.
Nazim. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that good of a cook. But aside from the music, I'm a pharmacist as well. I have been for the past 8 years or so. Yeah.
So you did pharmacology at UWI or Trinidad?
Yes, I did at UWI. Yeah.
At UWI. Is it an exciting field?
It is. Learning about these different drugs, the interactions, how they react differently in everybody. It's very, very interesting. And I mean, right now, my most favorite part of my job is interacting with these patients, getting to talk to them, getting to know them, getting to counsel them. They are really the highlights of my job.
But one of the fascinating things that I'm always asking myself, I got a lot of doctor friends, so I'm not knocking them. But these guys write so cryptic. How do you interpret their prescriptions?
That is something everybody always asks. I guess over time you get accustomed to the doctors, you get accustomed to their handwriting. So if this is Dr. X, well, he makes his number 2 like this, and they make their letter A like this. So you get accustomed. It looks difficult to interpret, but you get accustomed.
Okay, so you get to understand it, and there's very little room for any errors and things like that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now, you just said, but you said you were kidding, because I want Roshan, I want Natty, I want Alan, and I want Riaz to hear this. You talk about spending some time in the kitchen. What do you do in the kitchen, and what can you cook in the kitchen?
Well, I just said, Nazim, you must remember that I said I was kidding, because
yeah, but I want to invite you not to be kidding. Now, tell me, what do you do in the kitchen? You work, you're a pharmacist, you come home, you're not going out for sure, things like that. So you're in the kitchen now. What do you prepare?
Well, I don't cook a lot. I'm not saying that I don't like to cook. I really love to be in the kitchen. I love to clean.
Can you make a round roti? Can you make a round roti?
I can make roti.
Can
if it's wrong, that's another question.
Okay, so you like to clean. So you prefer cleaning rather than cooking.
Oh, yes.
You don't know the flick up and clap thing with the roti? Or you're one of them girls who just put a thing in the mug and juggle it and things like that?
Oh, no, I love to clap the roti.
Okay, good.
I love to do that. Since I was little, I'd wait till mommy makes it, and I'll tell her, let me do that part.
Let me just read a question that I'm having here from DJ Sean Fantastic Songs. He's asking if W.R. Riaz can cook. Well, I can tell you, soon as Riaz sees is going to put up the kind of things that you would cook. But you know what, we're not talking about Riaz now. So you love the cooking thing and so on. You like cleaning. You're not. Well, let me put it this way: you're not there in terms of whatever. Indian movies. Do you love Indian movies?
Oh, I do. I haven't watched one in a while, but I love my Indian movies.
But are you one of the Indian soap fans or things like that?
No, I don't watch these soaps. I mean, they look really interesting when I'm passing by.
Let me rephrase that now and ask you, other than your music career and things like that, what would you do for entertainment, like reading, watching any other television or whatever?
Oh yeah, I am definitely
going to what you guys call the beach down near Mayaru or wherever, one thing and so.
Oh yes, we have Mayaru, we have Manzan, we have Maracas, but apart from the music and the work, I'm a movie junkie, so I can sit behind that television for hours. It's not funny. My mom definitely buffs me when I sit there too long, but definitely love my movies. I love to read, but the books have to be mystery books, like those crime novels and stuff. I love those.
Agatha Christie. You
Sorry?
haven't read her? Well, if you haven't read Agatha Christie, I'll tell you what to do tonight. Go into YouTube, go to audiobooks, click Agatha Christie Mysteries, put your earphone in your head so you won't disturb your mom, and you'll go to a Hercule Poirot mystery. You would love it.
My goodness. Thank you so much for that. I will definitely do that.
Yeah, you would love it. Let's talk now a bit about your musical career. When did you start singing? Like many of the other persons because we come from a strong religious cultural background, would have started in the Mandirs and so on. Did you start there?
No, I would not say I started in Mandirs. I definitely started in school. I attended Lakshmi Girls Hindu College. So every morning I would be up on stage for devotion, playing the harmonium and singing my bhajans and whatnot. And I guess it all just took off from there.
Also, you can play the harmonium and sing along as well.
Oh yes, I play the harmonium, the guitar, the keyboards. Yeah.
Have you ever tried playing the fool? It's a new instrument. It's a new instrument in the industry. You've never tried it. All right. So you started your singing career from at school, and you moved on. Now, the last competition, it was the Road March, something sponsored by a radio station. Was that your first competition?
Just like most artists in the industry, I competed in Mastana Bahar competition.
Yes.
So I made it to the finals. I think I came 5th or 6th. But this, I would say yes. This is no, not my first competition. This would be my second competition, the 103 FM Road March competition.
Okay, I'm seeing a thread that I don't want to read it now. I'm talking to Roshan. All right, Rosh, thanks. But who would you consider one of the biggest influences in your life to start a music career, to get in basically more involved in a musical career? Were you influenced like former Trinidadian singers or musicians and things like that?
Trinidadian, yes, but I have to say at a very young age, my dad always sits behind the television and looks at those Lata Mangeshkar concerts, where she would sing for hours and the entire orchestra would be behind her. And I've been inspired from that age, just looking on at her singing, and her voice was so melodious and so sweet and smooth that was an inspiration by itself.
Well, your song is a chutney song, Na Manila. Were you influenced in any way by the Queen of Chutney, Kanchan?
She is definitely one of my favorites, but for this song, no.
Not for that song, but any influence at all?
Oh yes, definitely. I love all of her songs. I perform her songs as well. I do covers of her songs. So I have to say she definitely, made an impact in my career musically and my songs as well.
I don't want to discuss your age, but were you old enough to go when they had the Indian shows like Lata Mangeshkar visited Trinidad when she came to Guyana in 1980? And well, you could not have been there at that time. But the other shows that Kanchan went and other singers and so on, did you go to those shows in Trinidad?
Oh no, I did not have the pleasure to attend those shows, but I wish I did. I wish I was around then, but I did not know.
All right. I want you to tell me, we're gonna feature your song. I must tell you upfront, I love that video. I really like it. I like the intonations, the voice control. It reminds me of some of original songs, singing chutney, among other things. I want to go to that video now. If Rosh can pull up that video, we'll come back and talk to you a bit before we close up. Rosh, can we pull up Na Manila?
Namane, namane, namanela. Bakidono nena, namanela. Bakidono, bakidono, bakidono. Na manila
Okay, before I ask you anything, I just want to tell you this. Alan Gopi is saying that hope you recruit him for your next video. Yes, Alan. So I'm going to ask you the question and then I'm going to point this to Alan. Where did you learn to shake your waist like that? Don't answer. Don't answer. Alan got to shake his waist like that. But I saw you started off the song with the harmonium intro. Were you playing it for real there, or that was?
Yeah, well, I know the notes. I wasn't playing live, but I know the notes. So yeah, so I was playing along with the music as well. Yeah.
Okay. Where was that video shot?
That was shot in at Manzanilla Beach at a location called Tiki Bar. So yeah, it's this really nice location where you can go and hang out and stuff and have drinks and
Yeah,
relax.
okay. So when you invite me, I'll come across, no problem. Thanks. Now, who are those beautiful dancers?
Oh, my dancers are the Amritam Shakti dancers. So I must say thank you so much to them. They really did an awesome job.
All right. Now, what does the song say? Na Manila. What does it say?
Oh,
Wait, look
so
at you there. What does it basically says?
Na Manila means don't believe it. The song in general says don't believe anything you hear unless you see it with your own two eyes. So Bake Dono Naina Na Manila. So unless you see it with your two eyes, don't believe anything you hear.
Okay. I want to shout out Michael Naidu and Nalini, who might be locked in. Meena Moti, Mala Samwaru, Savita Bimal, and others who are locked in. I can't call all your names. I'm already encroaching on a double program time. Thanks to Roshan, who's really facilitating me.
Thank you, Roshan.
Yeah, but we had a little technical difficulty. We started a little late. Who are your music arrangers?
Oh, Rishi Gaidin, RG Productions did the music and stuff. Raj Singh did the dholak. GQ Maximum did the mastering.
And the lyricist, who wrote the song?
Oh, I wrote the song.
Oh, you wrote a song?
Yes.
Is it the first song you wrote, or you wrote your other songs?
It's my first Hindi song that I wrote, Hindi traditional, but I write English songs as well.
Oh yeah, are they on YouTube? Can we access those songs?
There's one that you can access, a reggae called Secondhand Love. But that one I co-wrote it, so I didn't write that one myself. But I have future recordings coming out, more of original stuff that I wrote as well. So you can look forward to that.
Now, how do you feel about this song, Na Manila?
I love it. I love it. It's really close to my heart because, as I said, it's my first original traditional chutney, and I have a soft spot for the traditional chutneys. My dad was an Indian local classical singer, Miura Mahabir, and I grew up listening to him singing his local classical, and he would put in a little chutney in between. So it's really close to my heart.
Great. I just see Roshan is talking to Riaz about paying some bill at New Triven. I wonder if Roshan is already in Guyana. These guys just had dinner. What? Navin Singh, take a big up. Take a big up. Renuka, I see sometimes you carry yourself as Miss Renuka Mahabir. Are difference in it? And, or people can access your music just by Renuka Mahabir, Renuka, Miss Renuka what?
You can access it with Miss Renuka, also Renuka Mahabir. Both of them are fine. They can also find me on YouTube with that name. My Facebook page is Miss Renuka. My Instagram is Miss Renuka _official.
Hard and personal question you can decline to answer.
Yes.
Miss means single, unattached, blah, blah, blah.
Single like a dollar.
All right, I don't want to go into that part of it. That's very personal. I don't want to go into that part of it. I really love that song.
Thank you.
But because we run out of time, I've now been able to feature it back. I really have to close up the show before Rosh send me a big bill that you've never sent me. Hey, Rosh, I can pay the bill at New Tribe. I already took away DJ Sean's program time, and I'm going to somebody else's program time. Renuka, I want to give you an opportunity to talk to me about your passions for your music. Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Music is part of me. So it's something that I could never, ever give up. So definitely in the future, you're going to hear more material from me. You're going to hear I mean, I have a passion for music, and that means a passion for different genres of music. So you're gonna hear more chutney from me. You're gonna hear more Bollywood covers. You're gonna hear more reggae. You're gonna hear pop. You're gonna hear some dancehall. You're gonna hear some soca. So it's all coming. So I just want to put that out there. I want to thank you, Nazim, for having me. To everyone locked on who has supported me, who continues to support me, to Roshan.
Don't close off yet. Hold a second. I gotta read 2 comments. And mind you, I am only reading these comments, right? I am not insinuating anything. Now, this is what Alan is asking me. Her about, Alan is asking me this. Ask her about dating a Guyanese race car DJ. That's what Roshan is saying, that the next video you're dancing on top of the new race car. I know these guys are hitting the WRS or what?
Who is this race car person? I need pictures. Alan, come on.
But you know, Alan busting up your bag. You know, we telling Riaz that Renuka Mahmoud knows how to make dal. You can make dal?
Yes, of course I can make dal.
All right, you know, if he continues banter with Roshan, Alan, and I've seen Riaz has been very quiet, you know, or unless I'm not seeing his responses, right? But he's directing the show, so he would, you know, whatever. You know, it's been a pleasure to have you on this show this evening. I must be honest with you. I love the voice control, if not the video. Oh yeah, I like how you shake your waist. That's all right, thanks, good. Bad for this. I like the bar scene and things like that, right? But there is a smooth flow of a change of vocal, if you would know it, in the song. And that is exciting. It reminds me of something that I'm still to put my hands on, but it has a natural chutney style flow that I like. That is my views on it. Now, I want to give you an opportunity to do some thank yous, and I might ask you another question.
Oh, sure. So thank you.
The first person to thank, please thank Alan Gopi from Meeting Great. Because I only said no other remarks here tonight.
Well, thank you, Alan, for, you know, agreeing to volunteer to be the featured dancer on my next video. Definitely looking forward to that. Don't
worry for it yet. Hello, tomorrow is the results for the road march.
Yes, tomorrow.
Alan is just reminding me that tomorrow the results, and hear what? There is a strong possibility that you can be crowned the winner.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I mean, I performed, I enjoyed every minute of it. Doing it for 103, doing it for the fans, doing it with those sets of artists that competed as well. They were amazing. So I really enjoyed that. So, I mean, to be picked tomorrow, whether or not might just be icing on the cake, but I enjoyed it thoroughly, nevertheless.
All right, so I'm giving you now an opportunity to do your thank yous.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Nazim, thank you Coast to Coast. Thank you Roshan, I know he's there. Thank you to all the viewers, all the listeners, all my supporters, Team MMR. Thank you to Rishi guiding on this production, to everyone that took part in the music video, the dancers, to the videographer, Ziggy. I must say thanks to all of you. Thank you to Alan. I know he's locked on. And thank you again, Coast to Coast. It has been a huge honor being part of your program tonight.
Great. You have some new projects you said, right? So I want to leave you to concentrate on those projects. I want to say that I appreciate you taking time off, sitting in the chat room for the longest while waiting to come, and I was chatting with the other artists. I want to wish you all the best. I want to wish your management team, Rishi Guiding, hats off to you guys. You've done a wonderful job. And truly, the chutney industry is evolving into becoming a better industry because of the fact of the very many new and upcoming artists like yourself. I must single out people like Cherish Raghunan and TNT as well. She's in Guyana. I think she left already. She never got the opportunity to visit me. But Cherish is one of the upcoming artists. And I'll tell you this, Cherish it was that first suggested that I put you on this show. So unselfish she is, you know. She said, no, I've got to get my friend Renuka to come on the show because I had her earlier. So I want to single out Cherish to thank Cherish. I want to thank Alan for tying up all the arrangements. He normally would do that. I want to wish you all the best. Wish you a very pleasant Tuesday evening. Go back to your patients tomorrow. Do what you keep doing best. That is your
Oh my
work.
goodness.
And best wishes in your musical career.
Oh
And
yeah.
yes, I hope you can come to Guyana and date some strategy and things like that.
Oh,
Have a pleasant evening.
I hope you see.
Good, great. So, guys, we are locked into Coast to Coast Entertainment Plus. Our guests from number one was GK Arnold Malahi from Suriname, Prince Arjit Singh from Guyana, Renuka Mahabir from Trinidad, and Nati Ramatar out of Orlando, Florida. Technical coordinator, live streaming technician, and boss, Roshan Chiptaran. Program director, W.R. Riaz, graphics, 2000 Graphics Studio. Compliments of Dinesh Autospares, Mahendra Hariraj, and Roadlinks Autospares. Do join us again next Tuesday, and remember to keep a clock to Abby Tunes Radio for fantastic entertainment. I thank you all, bid you a pleasant Tuesday evening, have a very restful night, be prepared for a productive day ahead, observe all of the COVID-19 protocols, and remember, the boast of heraldry and the pomp of power and all the beauty and all that wealth give awaits like the inevitable hour. The path of glory leads but to the grave. Taken from Thomas Gray's elegy written in the country churchyard. Pranam, good evening, salam, Piramidik.